Newsfirst at 9.
Unfortunately, Congress has not fulfilled its responsibility. It's failed to pass a budget. And as a result, much of our government must now shut down until Congress funds it again.
Well, those were comments voiced by U.S. President Barack Obama. After 17 years, the U.S. is experiencing a partial shutdown. A very good evening. This is Primetime News, live and direct from the Newsfirst Center. I'm Mahina Bongzo.
And I'm Madhushka Balasurya, and we will have more views from President Obama on the U.S. federal government shutdown. But first, let's take a look at your headlines.
Headlines on Newsfirst at 9.
CV Vigneshwaran receives his letter of appointment as the Chief Minister of the Northern Province from the Governor of the North. Minister of Education Services speaks of his father's passing.
අපි විශ්වාස කරමු අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙච්ච බොහෝ දෙනෙක් අපි අතර හිටියේ නැහැ. අපි දාලා ගියා.
Sajid Premadasa responds to a statement made by UMP General Secretary on the candidacy for the position of Chief Minister of the Southern Province. The US Embassy in Colombo says that it is open for normal public business despite the partial shutdown of the US government. And a student from Mahinda College Galle placed first in the Grade 5 scholarship exam, while 3 students secure second place. Well, in our top story this evening, Tamil National Alliance parliamentarian M.A. Sumantharan says that the chief ministerial candidate of the party for the Northern Provincial Council, CV Vigneshwaran, received his letter of appointment from the Governor of the North today.
Around 10 a.m., the Governor of the Northern Province handed over a letter to Honorable CV Vigneshwaran, appointing him as Chief Minister of the Northern Province. This event took place at the Governor's office in Jaffna. Honorable Vigneshwaran has signed and acknowledged the receipt of this appointment letter. Now, the Chief Minister will advise the Governor with regard to the appointment of the other ministers, and they too will be appointed in this similar fashion.
Minister of Education Services Duminda Dissanayake, addressing the gathering at the funeral of his father, former Chief Minister of the North Central Province, late Bertie Premalal Dissanayake, expressed his gratitude to President Mahinda Rajapaksa and the former president.
අපි විශ්වාස කරමු අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙච්ච
Many of those we had faith in were not with us. They left us at a time of grief. We were helpless. We remember with gratitude Chandrika Bandaranayake Kumartunga. She thought of seeing my father a few days before he passed away. It was on a Wednesday and 2 days before he passed away. I was at office when my younger brother called me and told me that Madam is arriving. He asked me what to do. I told him to tell her not to come. He said that Madam was already on her way. Then I told him it's all right and I asked him to speak to her. She arrived and spoke with Kavit. She said, quote, I know Bertie is in a serious condition. I travelled far to get here and I would appreciate it if I could be given the opportunity to see Bertie, unquote. So Kavit, myself and our family allowed her to see our father. My father, who had undergone an operation, was sitting on a chair when Chandrika visited him 2 days before he passed away. As soon as he saw Chandrika, he tried to stand up, although his legs were lifeless. I think he was overcome with happiness at seeing her. He must have felt happy that his leader has come to see him and that his leader is giving her blessings to him. Therefore, we as his 4 children express our gratitude to Chandrika Bandaranayake Kumartunga for making my father happy just 2 days before he passed away. We kneel before her in gratitude as we would to a mother. We will care for you always like a mother. She even came for the funeral. We are eternally grateful to her. Even though he was overseas at this time of grief, President Mahinda Rajapaksa spoke to me over the phone and expressed his condolences. On behalf of my family, I extend my gratitude to President Mahinda Rajapaksa. We are also grateful to everyone who expressed their condolences.
Sandaru Thatsara Balaheva from Mahinda College in Galle emerged first from 329,725 children who sat for the Grade 5 scholarship examination this time around.
Sandaru Thatsara Balaheva scored 198 marks on his scholarship examination. I would like to tell all future scholarship students to do their studies on a daily basis as much as they can and do their best to serve the country.
පුළුවන් තරම් ඉදිරියට ගිහින් රටට සේවයක් කරන්නයි කියලා තමයි කියන්නේ.
3 students emerged second in the island with 196 marks. Kavindya Gimhani Mallavyarachchi from Subbarati Mahamatya Mahavidyalaya in Goragama Homagama scored 196 on the examination.
She is my eldest daughter. She has come second in the island. My husband and I are very happy about this.
Heshan Chanuka Dharmaratna from Karagastalawa Vidyalaya in Belihulloya, Ratnapura and Jinali Vidulanka Munasinghe from the Bandaranaike Junior School in Hettimulla, Kurunegala also emerged second in the grade 5 scholarship examination with marks of 196. It is also notable that 5 students came in third place with 195 marks. The 5 children hail from the Dharmashoka Vidyalaya Ambalangada, Theraputta Primary School in Ambalantota, Opanayaka Vidyakara Primary School in Ratnapura, Subbarati Junior School in Assaduma Kuliapitiya and Vishaka Vidyalaya Kuliapitiya.
Well, Madhushka, 2 years of hard work and he's ranked number 1 in the island. Sandru Tatsarabalaheva from Mahinda College Gaul visited the Newsfirst Centre this evening for a brief discussion.
Yes, that's right. Beaming with positivity and triumph, Sandru told Newsfirst that he attributed his achievement to the hard work he put in when he was in grade 4. He also expressed his gratitude to his parents, teachers and his alma mater for moulding him and making him achieve this feat. Sandru scored 198 marks on the grade 5 scholarship exam and was ranked number 1 in the country. Congratulations and all the very best, Sandru.
In more local news, at a media briefing convened in Colombo yesterday, United National Party General Secretary Tissa Thanayaka commented on the candidacy for the position of Chief Minister of the Southern Province.
The UNP General Secretary had said at this media briefing that if an individual feels that they are able to make the party victorious, then as Chandrika Bandaranaike was elected to the position of Chief Minister of the Western Province and then journeyed towards the executive presidency, this individual could commence the journey from the candidacy for Chief Minister of the Southern Province and then display his ability to the entire nation. Meanwhile, UNP parliamentarian Sajid Premadasa says that his seat in parliament was granted through the people's vote and not by a piece of paper. A release issued by the MP notes that it is hilarious for politicians who have entered parliament through the list due to the fear and lack of faith they have of being elected to rant and rave when they have been subject to major defeat in the electorates which come under their organizational purview. The following is a translation of this media release. A challenge has been extended to me to contest the Southern Provincial Council election and emerge victorious if I can. As it was reported in the media, the argument was that if an individual says that he can make the party victorious, then as Chandrika Bandaranaike was elected Chief Minister of the Western Province and then journeyed towards the executive presidency, such an individual can commence their journey from the candidacy of Chief Minister of the Southern Province and display their ability to the entire nation. Through what brand of magic did I, who was deemed unqualified for the position of Deputy Leader of the United National Party, who was deemed unqualified for the nominations board for the concluded Provincial Council elections, who was deemed unqualified for the membership promotion program in the Northwestern Province prior to the election, suddenly become qualified for the candidacy for the position of Chief Minister of a province? While the United National Party was being defeated in all other districts in the island, we were able to defeat the Sri Lanka Freedom Party led by Mahinda Rajapaksa and emerge victorious in the Hambantota district. In the general elections of 2010, while the number of seats the United National Party held were reducing in every district, we succeeded in retaining our seats in the Hambantota district. We, who are dedicated with our lives to the victory of the party, are being identified as individuals who are unable to collectively share in victory and defeat. This makes evident a very simple fact. The fact is that ever since I entered active politics in the United National Party, regardless of sharing in victory, I have shared in defeat and remained with the people. We speak as such as individuals who have an understanding of the feelings and thoughts of the people. We are seated in Parliament through the people's vote and not through a piece of paper. It is hilarious for politicians who have entered Parliament through the list due to the fear and lack of faith they have of being elected to rant and rave while they have been subjected to major defeat in the electorates which come under their organizational purview. It would be apt for these persons to stand before a mirror and at least now take a good look at themselves. Follow your own advice before you advise others. The project of individuals who express poisonous views because of their want of positions, their greed and their fear of losing their positions is not to emerge victorious at a provincial council election, a general election or a presidential election, but to destroy me, Sajith Premadasa. What I have to ask of them is, even if they assassinate or destroy me, they do not assassinate and destroy the United National Party that will always be dear to me. End of translation.
UMP activists in the Biyagama electorate have decided to prepare a petition seeking 10,000 signatures calling on Ranil Wickremesinghe to step down as UMP leader.
Now, UMP activists in the Biyagama electorate speaking at a media briefing convened today noted that members of the working committee who protect the present leadership, even when it has brought the party continuous defeat, should also resign.
රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ මැතිතුමා නායකත්වයෙන් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම යා යුතුයි කියන යෝජනාව සම්මත කරලා
At this moment, we will pass a proposal that Ranil Wickremesinghe should definitely step down from the leadership, and we will initiate the campaign to go from house to house in the Biyagama electorate and collect 10,000 signatures for the petition. I must note at this instance persons like John Amaratunga, Tissa Thanayaka, Joseph Michael Pereira, Daya Gamage, Malik Samaravikrama, Shantini Kongahage and Renuka Herath, who call themselves seniors in this party. What are they doing today? We see them keeping Ranil Wickremesinghe in this position as a government contract.
අපිට පේන්නේ මේක ආණ්ඩුවේ කොන්ත්‍රාත්යක් විදියට.
කරුණාකරලා දෙයියන්ගේ නාමයෙන් ඔබතුමා
As the people of Biyagama, we are asking in one voice that you please, in the name of God, resign from the leadership.
එක හඬින් ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා.
දැන් ඉතින් ඔබේ කාලේ හරි.
Your time is up. You are retired. You must go now. If you won't, like the government has appointed senior ministers, you too can become a senior in this.
මේකේ ජේෂ්ඨ වෙලා ඉන්න.
At the conclusion of the media briefing, a house-to-house campaign in the Biyagama electorate to collect signatures for a petition calling on the leadership to step down was initiated.
And now it's time for the newspaper cartoon of the day.